A neat question to ask yourself is, what is my sphere of awareness right now? And then identify qualifiers for why you gave that answer. Your sphere of awareness right now, is it beyond the containment of your room in your house? Well, yeah, I could hear the laundry going downstairs. Okay, great. But beyond that, what about above your head? Any distant aircraft, or maybe there's cars outside the window? Right? Really push your sphere of awareness. I tell people, don't listen for the distant cars or the birds. Listen for the silences. Find and identify the shape of the silences in a sphere, a bubble out stretching 3 miles in all directions. And when you do that, all of the other sounds come flooding in. You see, you have to listen without bias. You have to listen without bias, and you have to sense without bias. That means your sense of touch, feeling the weight of your clothing around you, the way that your shirt hangs, where the pressure around your neck is, the hairs on the back of your arm, because they're an excellent indicator for wind direction and speed, which means a lot even to, well, the auditory sense. Sound will travel on the wind. You may be deaf to the highway that's closer to you because the wind is bringing you the sound of passing cars 4 or 5 miles away in the opposite direction. All of this information is too fast for a single critical voice in one's head to process. And so it comes to us in gut feelings, women's intuition, sixth sense. Something ain't right. Stop in those moments. Don't try to figure it out. You need more information. Open up your antenna array and listen for those silences. If your brain wants to help you, start giving it useful jobs, not random, oh, what do you think you are, Geronimo? All those ridiculous, sarcastic voices that get in the way, it's no time for that. Do I smell rain? Which way's the wind coming from? Is that a track? Always giving your mind something, an assignment to help with identification to get more information. But when that's busy doing its thing, you're listening to everywhere else all of the time. It's not always clear-cut and easy, but the more you train it, the more you can train. Here's homework for you. Go out into a place that's quiet, and maybe it's when you first wake up, maybe before the kids get up, or your spouse or your partner, or maybe it's on the drive home, although it's not as good as being outside. Standing still somewhere on a deck, a balcony, your backyard. Listen for the silences. Let your eyes go into wide-angle vision. Absorb as much information as you can, but with one breath and one breath only, breathing fully in, holding it for a moment and releasing. No thoughts. None. And this isn't some cosmic cow, chicken feather, crystal waving, shaman, nunchuck, Bruce Lee thing. This is, you want to be fully aware for one moment of your day in a calm state, to train your brain that is a vital baseline state of consciousness for almost everything in nature. In that receptive state, if you can hold it for a breath, you can access it quickly when you need to. There's a reference point of experience that you're planting in that homework assignment. And work it into your routine. Maybe you could do it over coffee before you go to work. Or maybe it's, like I said, the car ride with the windows down if the weather allows. But just one breath, fully present and in the moment. No wordy thoughts in your head. Now let's say you're halfway through a breath and suddenly, oh, I'm almost there. I did the breathe in. Well, that's okay. Don't try it again. That was your moment that day. It was half a breath. All right. Take what you can get for the day and don't assign any extra pressure to that. You have enough pressure in your life. It's just a fleeting, fanciful exercise until proven otherwise. So establishing that baseline of complete, profound silence. And from there, we're going to expand it to that edge of your awareness. Details on that in episode 4. See you on the trail.